This is a special project standing building committee. It is April 29th, and it is 5:15 p.m.
All right. Meeting is called to order. And we have to get rid of some of these minutes that we've been accumulating way back when. So, looks like we go back to August. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of meetings for August 28th, 2023.
I actually have a couple of things.
Oh, should be a second, and then,
Yeah.
Okay.
then discuss.
I'll second the motion.
On section 4, we switch over from Riverfield to then talking about Sherman. So the PCO 7, 8, 9, 10, right, I think is all Sherman. And we're talking about, see how like the top of the second page there?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Riverfield.
Yeah.
And then 7, these 4 change orders become number 2. Those are all for Sherman,
Okay.
PCO 7 to 10. I just think we need to reference that it's
Okay.
the Sherman roof project in
Okay.
some manner, because we were talking
Right.
about Riverfield and then go to that.
Okay.
And then, also in section 6, you had, 1, 2, 3 down there. Mr. Blank made a motion to approve for infrared testing, and somebody seconded. I don't know who made a motion or seconded, and the amount of dollars that I have is $2,750.
Okay.
But I don't know who
I
made
will go
this.
back to the recording and get those names.
Okay.
Is that a major chore?
No,
No?
I mean,
I apologize.
Because it probably was me.
Yeah.
And I was on a roll. Looks like I would have seconded it.
I'll listen to it. It's no big deal.
All right.
yeah.
Check it, no biggie.
No, I just didn't know if you wanted to leave that like that.
No, that was
Okay.
supposed to be like that.
Okay. No,
I guess
figured
it's
we were
illegal.
we were supposed to figure that out before, back in September or something. Huh?
I like Mr. Blank.
I know.
He's a good guy.
See, that's a test you if you read it.
Okay, those were my 2
And
comments.
I like the dollar amount is 0.
Yeah.
See, that's, yes.
Yeah, that was 2,750.
So those 2 things are going to be corrected, right?
Mhm.
Anything further on discussion-wise on that particular minute?
Can we make the motion to accept it with the corrections?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, make the motion, Al. Go ahead.
I make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from, this is the first one, right?
August
28th. August 28th with the corrections as noted. I'll second that motion.
Okay, all in favor? Any further discussion?
No.
None. All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, motion carried. On to the next minute, September 18th.
So do we make the motion to accept the minutes from Monday, September 18th?
I'll second it.
And then,
Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? None. Minutes from November 27. Make a motion to accept them.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes of the meeting dated November 27, 2023.
I'll second.
I can second that. Al?
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
like January 22nd. Make a motion to approve January 22nd, 2024 minutes.
I'll second that.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
And we got March, special, minutes, excuse me. Minutes from March 11th, 2024. Malcolm, make a motion to approve them as submitted.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes of the meeting held on March 11, 2024.
Any further discussion?
I'll second, yeah. I
second.
have a comment and a question. Item 2, second paragraph, he, referencing Sal, recommends Silver Petroselli give a proposal to young developers. The proposal actually is to Sal. So.
Yeah,
Mm,
correct.
right.
And then further,
Wait, where's that? Number 2?
Sal said he wants Silver Petroselli to perform weekly monitoring. This is paragraph 5. So paragraph 5, paragraph 2, second paragraph, and paragraph 2 contradict each other. So it's one or the other. And since the proposal is
Yeah.
directed towards Sal, I would say the contradiction is paragraph 2, section 2. He recommends Silver Petroselli give a proposal for the additional,
Yeah, if you
two young
just-
developers for the additional site visits
Right.
during construction.
If you just delete the words "two young developers," then that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
That was a long-winded way to get to that.
Okay.
Sal, you're on there, right?
I'm right here.
Okay,
That is correct, right, Sal?
That is correct.
okay.
Take
Thank
out-
you.
Take out those 3 words and you're all good.
I think we were in discussion at that point, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna vote on this. All in favor? Aye,
As amended.
as
Right.
amended.
Right.
Aye.
Aye.
I abstain.
Okay. Any objections?
Nope.
None,
Say I
Steve?
abstain? No.
No, he's.
Okay, sorry.
No.
My motion carried.
Do we have copies?
That takes care of,
Yeah, you don't have copies?
It's double-sided,
It's on here?
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
that's item 2 on the agenda is completed. Moving on to item 3. Invoices, does everybody have invoices that they can look at here? It should be,
Just one invoice as far as I know, right?
no, there's 2, I think. Silver Petroselli, one?
There's one invoice, from Silver Petroselli, one proposal, one invoice, and then an invoice from All Electric Company.
Yeah, that's, I thought there was 2.
Is that an invoice or is that a proposal?
That's a proposal.
It looks like a proposal to me.
From solar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a proposal.
Yeah.
Well,
That
there's
is
a
a proposal.
proposal and an invoice. There's an invoice from Silver Petroselli and a proposal from Silver Petroselli,
That's correct.
which it looks
All
like.
right, yeah, so let's do the Silver Petroselli thing then, all right?
You want to just do it when you pay them?
Yeah, go ahead, Sal.
Okay, make a motion to pay Silver Petroselli invoice
Oh, I,
244460 for the amount of should I do the whole thing? PO number 235033172 phase 1 and PO 245022236 for the amount of $585 for Fairfield Holland Hill Elementary School.
I'll second the motion.
any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Motion carried. Alright.
Do you want to go to their invoice for,
Proposal.
Proposal, there's no invoice from Solar.
The proposal? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. I have, someone's got to make a motion, I have a comment.
All right.
Comments.
Okay. Jane, you?
Okay, so we make a motion to accept the fee from Silver Petroselli for $4,000 for project 051-0156 Holland Hill roof replacement.
I'll second it.
Oh, so my comment was to Sal on this, real quick.
Sure.
Is there CA in the original proposal? Does that cover any of these site visits we're thinking about? And
Yes.
What we'll be doing is doubling the number of, instead of one site visit per week, we'll have two. Just to keep track of young developers and stay on
so the
top of
first
them.
proposal was one a week, and now we're going to two. Fair enough. And
Well, it's actually more
that's
than,
it. That was my
more
comment.
than the total amount of construction, administration, and closeout, so I do kind of question that. And I did ask if we could do it on a unit basis, because that was assuming that they, might not be performing so well, and we don't really know that.
Do you want to make it a not to exceed $4,000 and find out what the unit cost is?
That would be fine.
That makes it, yeah.
Well, it's okay.
Well, could we
Or-
get a unit basis on that, though?
Yeah, then you need.
I think it's $585. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong, but I mean, what's the first $585 invoice where it says?
That's on the base
I don't know.
contract.
But that's
I
on the
mean,
base contract.
it's just a dollar amount. That's just a dollar amount, you know.
Yeah, I know.
All right, if you want to have Silver Petroselli here, I mean, we can easily defer this if you want.
Well, I asked them
Yep.
last meeting.
Fighting over $100. Is it gonna break
It's
the
not a fight.
budget?
No, it's not a fight. I think it's just a clarification.
No,
That's all. So we need
but
to
I
exceed.
asked Ken last month if he could do it on a per unit basis. We just don't even know if we need this. It's kind of a safety thing, and I don't disagree with having it in place, but I'm just asking, we don't even know that we need to spend the $4,000. That was the idea if they weren't keeping up on their schedule.
Well, I think, does the not to exceed comment help with that?
It helps, but.
Okay, we can defer.
Yeah,
I mean,
per visit price?
We should have a basis for establishing the not to exceed.
Yeah, I mean, not to
I
exceed.
think that everybody agrees on that, I
If you
guess.
have
Yeah.
not to exceed, you need a rate.
Right.
Yeah, we all,
Otherwise, it's kind of meaningless.
yeah.
You just bill us for $4,000 next month.
No, it's a good point. Have valid point.
And I don't, Sal, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying, I know we have the money in the budget. I'm just, watching our money for the town. And we don't know necessarily that we need to do this when we discussed it. So that was just a concern that if they were falling behind, we might need extra supervision. But they haven't even started yet.
Sal, can you go back to Ken and do that? And we'll just, we won't approve this at this particular juncture then.
So you want a unit, you want a unit per visit, unit cost per visit.
Right. And we'll put a not to exceed on it anyhow.
Was not to
Okay.
exceed 4,000.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
did ask last month, so it's not like we're switching it around.
And you did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry.
It's not worth dwelling on, and we got time to act, so no
Yeah,
big
thank
deal.
you.
I'll
Thank
get the
you.
correction for you.
Thanks, Sal.
Yep.
Okay. Motion is not carried. All right, Solar, we want to discuss the,
Well, do we make the motion in the same process? We say, make a motion to accept AEC Solar from West Haven, Connecticut, to remove both the AC and DC feeders and reinstall them at the end for the amount of $7,774.
Yeah, let me just interject at this point. I understand that this is an item that we probably should do pretty quickly because it's going to impede progress on the,
When they do get things,
yeah. So, Sal, did you go over, you went over the solar proposal?
Or do we, okay.
Yeah, the solar proposal, we're locked in, so a couple of different things. The town has a contract for that PV system, so their vendors has to be the ones that work on it. So we, reached out to the owner, which is Green Skies. They sent me over to All Electric. The acronym AEC is All Electric Contracting, and they came over. They provided a cost of prevailing wage because this is a reimbursable item, so we need to follow prevailing wage requirements. This needs to be done. That's why it was excluded from the roofer's contract. They weren't allowed to touch this equipment, so we had a contract separately for it, and it's a needed item. So I request approval of this quotation.
And does it sound reasonable to you? It sounds like a lot of money for not that much work, but does it?
It doesn't sound like a lot of work, but there is a lot of work up there because not only do they have to disconnect it, they also have to they have to remove some equipment that's on the roof that's being replaced. So they have to remove it, keep it safe. They have to bring it back and remount it at a different elevation. Some of the runs will need to be redone. It's not just a matter of disconnecting it and moving it aside. It's a little bit more complicated than that.
And so remove it, remove equipment, remount it,
they're
rewire it.
also saying that they're not including cabling within the conduit, right? I mean, they're excluding that if they reroute it. So.
Right.
Yes,
So
Sal,
we
could you,
Yeah.
could you elaborate on that, Sal, please? That sentence is troubling.
Sorry.
That sentence is troubling. Yeah. So.
What is that? The rerouting?
It says this
Right.
quote does not include any new wire in the event rerouting is necessary due to new roof configurations, et cetera. This would be an additional cost. So I take that to mean like if, they move things far away and they have to add more wiring and conduit.
Right.
What the concern is, their concern is the cost of copper, because it's outrageous right now, in part. So that's why it's written in there. Otherwise, they may not have put it in there. So it's something to think about. And also the panels themselves, are they coming off the roof?
There's some inverters there are some inverters that are on the roof that will need to be picked up and moved away so that they can do the roof replacement work.
But I mean, where are the panels, Sal? Are they on the roof?
Oh, the panels are down. We're not moving the panels. We're moving inverters. We're removing conduit runs.
Which is all included in the $7,774?
They're
Correct.
just not saying that.
So
Well, they're coming to this is what I do, right? My do for a living, right? So they're not saying that. They're saying we'll remove both AC and DC feeders to inverter. And then they say they'll make safe during roof construction.
Correct.
And then, but they do not say they're going to remove any other equipment except the feeders, AC and DC feeders.
I believe we have to move one of the inverters.
I'm just saying. I'm reading it and know that. Oops, we forgot to tell you that it's gonna cost an extra
No,
$1,000.
I in no way think that they're, if you want it reworded, I'll get it reworded.
We live in a cynical world, but I mean, we can reword it now and approve that, rewrite, or we get them to do it and then we approve it. Or we get it so that it's rewritten in a way that the chairman can approve it after the fact. It's not that for this one item, it's really just saying.
Can we amend it? Give us the right words, Al. Can we amend it, Sal, and just say, we approve it if they agree with that? So we don't have to go, you said this needs to be done, so we don't wanna go back and forth.
They have to move one of the inverters. They speak to an inverter located on the brick wall and make safe and secure during roof construction.
There might be a legal aspect to rewording a contract that they suit.
Can't reword it.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying,
it's not a
yeah,
contract,
you
it's a
just can't do it.
proposal.
Well, you can't change their proposal to what you want to see.
No, you have to ask them if they will
Yeah,
accept
okay.
that, because the purchasing.
I agree with that, but I'm just saying.
The
you can't-
purchasing department will,
The way you
No.
can do it,
Yeah.
you can,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
no.
you can make the motion
Yeah.
to approve as, well, let me.
Subject to.
I'm just trying to skip that having to come back, that's all.
Yeah, no, I'm all for that, but.
And
because
this is not a
there is-
contract, we're not changing somebody's contract, this is a proposal.
But once you approve it, it becomes a contract.
Well, it becomes a contract when the purchasing department issues the PO, so.
Well, the
Yeah, we
PO,
throw it in here.
Contract.
Right away.
we can say, something in the order of, this committee approves it pending, clarification on, the second inverter. One of the second inverter or one of the inverters being moved.
I know. I think we write. They're vague with the linear footages on everything, and which is a good thing. It means they're saying we're going to do it all, but they just need to add the sentence. I think right after the third sentence that he wrote, and make safe and secure during roof construction. Period. There they write, and we'll relocate any equipment, including inverters or anything that are obstructing the installation of the roof.
Okay.
And it's adding one line to this whole thing, and they might want to adjust their fees.
Just have it reworded.
Yeah,
You know?
all right.
Yeah,
That would be my recommendation.
I know they won't. This is, I will get,
And
I'll
it's
get,
warranty.
Sal, I think we have a solution.
Just one at a time, everybody's talking over one another.
Yep, understood.
All right,
Sorry.
go ahead, Sal, you started to say something.
I'll get a line like that added in. That's not a problem.
You'll have them added in.
And then.
Yeah.
Yes, if we're not approving it tonight, I'll get.
Yeah,
I'll
no, it's not gonna get approved.
I'll get it.
Yeah,
And then once it
Okay.
gets changed.
you can just give me a call and I'll put it through. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it on.
Yeah. Okay, Sal, that's the way we're gonna go. You're gonna get the verbiage inserted.
Yeah, both proposals are rejected and I'll get them rewritten for you.
Right.
Not a
And
problem.
I feel comfortable with that. I don't like to change anybody's proposal. And then
Actually, you
get into it.
can approve both of them if this is critical.
Now, Sal, one more.
Yeah.
There is time for a problem.
It bothers me. Can you ask them?
Yeah.
You kind of already know that.
We don't have it, I just don't,
Started
yeah.
yet.
I can't hear anybody. There's too many conversations. I'm sorry.
You're right.
So it's Al. So really quick about this before we move on to anything else. Can you ask them? You already know that they're going to have to relocate conduit, and the wire length may change. Can they put in another sub number per linear foot of added length of conduit required? You follow me? It's going to match whatever's there. I don't know how big the system is, but let's just say it's an MPDC thing till it gets to the inverter and then comes out of the inverter and feeds some panel somewhere. So can you ask them that? Because then we would know, we would be able to say, okay, so per linear foot, you know, what you have to have. They'll be able to put a pull box in and splice it, but probably not going to want to do that because that's a point of failure. So.
Right. So, okay.
Did you follow me? That
Unit cost
a cost per linear foot to match existing.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these proposals revised. I will, because we can't have an email dialogue, but you certainly can have a dialogue between a committee member and the chair. I will make sure that the proposals get to Rich. He can distribute them out, and you can, we can relay comments back and forth that way. So
can it wait a month? Then do we want to give?
It can, yeah. I was trying to do it this month so that, next month's meeting is before Memorial Day, but if we're having a meeting next month, we're having a meeting next month. It's not it's May 20th, so it's not gonna hurt anything, because we're not gonna do the thing is we're not gonna disconnect the PV system until it's needed to be disconnected, because we're only allowed per the PV contract 30 days of disconnect before it becomes a monetary thing inside that contract. So, it'll be done sometime in July probably.
Wow, is that enough time? 30 days is nothing.
Yeah.
Especially when you get wet.
Yeah, no, but it's doable, because all they have to do is do that section, and we can get everything back together. It's not that difficult. So it's just a matter of coordinating with the roofer to make sure that section is when that's being done, I coordinate the electrician. Not a big deal.
Okay.
And we don't lose the warranty, right?
I'm sorry?
We don't lose the warranty
on
the solar.
What?
The solar.
There's actually, we actually don't own the solar. Somebody else actually owns the solar. We benefit from it. We have a power purchase agreement. It's kind of convoluted. We own the roof. We let them put their system on the roof. They maintain that system, and we get the luxury of buying the electric that it produces at a discounted rate compared to what we pay for off of the grid. The thing is, this work is being done because we need it, not because they need it. That's why we're paying for it. We need their equipment out of the way, or their conduits out of the way, so that we can do work that we need to do.
Understood.
But yeah, I'll get that done, and then we'll reconvene on the 20th.
That
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right, and I'll
okay. Then that's the way this has been decided, and there's no action for us at this.
Sal, would it be possible to get a draft of that to Richard before the 20th?
I'm going to try to get it as soon as possible so that we can get it.
Yeah,
to the
this way
committee,
you'll have Richard, and you
any
can
comments
share with the committee, that's fine.
On the solar.
On solar, we're talking about solar only.
Yeah.
And this way, the language that all of us seem to be
Right.
looking for, you'll vet it out and say, yes, it's good or not good.
Then, all right, let me bring up one more thing. This is an existing contract that the purchasing department has with solar. And I'm assuming that there's overtime and off-hour work has been addressed in that purchase order?
You're talking about the all-electric, the solar?
Yes.
Yeah, that is normal work hours. That's the normal work day. It's not going to be after hours.
It says they exclude off work hours. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You just worded it, they're gonna do it on off hours. Do the work on off hours. Yeah. They probably won't, but.
No, they can easily be it's a big roof. It's a big
Yeah,
roof.
people go into overtime sometimes because they have to avoid weather or something, that's stuff that's coming up. And I'm just assuming that purchasing has addressed this in their blanket contract. I'll check with Adam.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a blanket contract with All Electric. We have given them purchase orders in the past, but we don't have a blanket contract. This is a one-off. This is unusual that this is happening because we need to relocate. We need to relocate some stuff so we can do roof replacement work.
So, so this, you mentioned that this is prevailing wage, right? So that's a higher rate than it, all right.
Yeah, it is.
And, I dread those types of jobs, personally, but.
Well, they can't just do it off hours, right? Sal, they would have to get approval for that before they did that. They can't just incur more cost without getting approval.
Well, they're not just going to walk in. I mean, we have to coordinate with my electrician and everything. I mean, they just can't walk in and throw a main breaker for a feed without, they're not going to get in my building without.
Let's go shut it on. Jerry, turn it on. Good thing it's in the summer, so it's going to freeze.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah, I'll get it updated the way that was asked for. I'll get it to Rich so he can circulate it. If there's any other comments, it could be filtered back to Rich and back to me. And we'll take care of it so that we're not spinning our wheels on May 20th.
Right.
Not a big deal. We got time. So I want to make everybody happy.
Okay. I think we should just move on from that. That's all recorded, right? Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right,
I
next
think
item.
that's it on the agenda.
Yeah, old business, any old business to discuss?
No, we just, I'll give you a quick update. Silver Petroselli is getting the submittals from young developers and is processing them. That's where we stand right now.
Okay. Next item is new business.
I have.
Any beach parties? Beach party? Nope. Okay.
No. Everybody's shaking their head no.
Clam Jam was last weekend.
The
Okay.
beach party at Elle's house? What was that?
Beach party.
You missed.
Jennings.
We'll adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.